Good poster. Just a good poster. And what is up, Roland Empire? Here, guys, to give you a video. I saw Judas and the Black Messiah. If you guys are aware what that is, it's around the Black Panther party. If you guys are know, not the Marvel, okay, not the Marvel character, but more as in like a real life kind of group of people. And Daniel Kaluuya runs this group, and Lakeith Stanfield is really being the informant of the group. And I wanted to see this because I've heard of the buzz that's going on with the acting and all. And I will be a person if a good movie is a good movie, and if it has a really good story, has good performances, I want to give it a shot. I sort of care about the Oscars, so I want to see what the Oscars are nominating and all. And those two are very well familiar established actors within at least the movie culture world, with Kaluuya being Get Out, and like Keith having so many performances, being in like Knives Out, being in Atlanta. So now this is nice to have them reunite and team up for Judas and the Black Messiah. Does it live up, with the premise? That premise you could see it being familiar. It's been done before. It's not something so new, so revolutionary. I know, pun intended or not pun intended, but revolutionary. But what I like about this movie a lot is definitely those two performances is what sell you. I like Kaluuya's more theatric kind of acting that he gives. It's really, it's not like very theater, like as in like theater, like overacting. It's acting enough, and you can tell that, he brings in the emotion. He cares. He acts like, what he's selling. He really shows that he really cares about it. And even when he's more quiet, the quieter within his family and all, that is still good. And Lakeith Stanfield, I like is like the opposite, but still good of a performance. Like he's more nuanced, he's more quiet, and you can tell sudden changes. And Lakeith, if you know Lakeith how he acts, he brings it in, but he also still brings in a certain twist. Like you can see how these actors are good when they're why they're established actors, but still they bring so much more to the table with this film. That good job on them. And I want to say a bit of the story with this. That's what makes the story good, and the dialogue is even good. Those are the things that kind of make this movie refreshing. And I will say, like I said, even though the story within the script is good, some of the stuff of how they built up, I thought maybe was a bit too quick. But also maybe that kind of shows that not all things need to kind of take its be maybe if they would have developed more of this, it would have dragged more of the film. So it's interesting to know how this really would work. I thought though how they established what was going on with the help of Jesse Plemons, good actor too. Jesse Plemons helps the Keith try to give him again, it's like the saying, I scratch your back, you scratch mine, you scratch my back and all. So they worked within some kind of dynamic, help within these actors, and you really believe what is going on, and it feels like it's a nice like glimpse. And even this is one of the more pros of the story. It gives you things to think on. I like it to think on in a way where it's not really being too spoon fed. That's one of the better ways to tell a story. Definitely to tell a story in that sense. And I like I said, like even though there's those high intense what you would expect of the right moments, I like the quieter ones too. The quieter scenes that go on with these characters. Everybody has their kind of purpose within, but it really is those two. It really is between those two actors, and then Clemens kind of servicing a bit with the Keith. Everybody else just feels like they come in to kind of help push the narrative and all, and realize if you expect what you're gonna expect from this kind of film, then you know what you're getting yourself for. And I like it from again, like I approached it from a cinema piece as in like incredible filmmaking work from the help of the script when it needs to do the dialogue, the story for most of the time, definitely most of the time, and but the acting is what you understand why this film is getting the phrase, the buzz, the accolades. It's the acting. And I'm curious to know how this is going to even up with the rest. I want to see get in a picture, understand a picture of like what is going to be going on with this race, the best actors, best directors. But overall, this film really does serve its purpose. It does show the narrative, and it just explains what a situation people go with. And I do like that there's different ranges. There are different ranges, but it shows different sides of different people, no matter the race, no matter the personality. It hits home that yes, what kind of, the struggle of this kind of film is conveying, and all, but with a company with incredible cinematic pieces of incredible acting, and just the artwork that goes from the filmmaking of how the intensity and the calmness of this film can be. That's really makes it enjoyable, guys. Let me know, guys, what you thought. As I always say, these are just my thoughts and opinions. You might have not liked the film as as best as it could. Give me your reasons why, or you might think this is one of the best movies of the year. Give me your reasons why. I liked the movie. It was very entertaining. It was a good acting piece, an acting piece of standpoint of that, of how entertaining, how good this film was. So all this in the comments below, and as always, roll an empire, laugh, smile, repeat.